Holy moly, guys. It's a new knife day. I bought myself a new Microtech Combat Troodon Tactical Tanto blade. So today I'm going to do an unboxing and owner's first impression and reviews. Let me put this disclosure out there. I bought this knife with my own money. This is not as sponsored by Microtech. This is not a loaner knife. I actually forked over the money to get this myself. This cost me $525 and plus shipping plus tax, okay? So let's go ahead and dive in. Let's take a look at this beautiful bad boy. This is the Microtech Combat Troodon. This was made in 2021, so 2021. It was just like recently printed. Right now it's just right after Christmas. So this is 2021 knife, right? I got it all murdered out black. That's what I like to call it. And at first, when I looked online, a lot of people said that this Microtech Troodon was too big to carry. And it is a kind of a bigger knife if you look at, for example, the Ultratech, okay? However, I kind of like big knives. You know, this is my everyday carry right here, the Microtech SBD. I carry this every day. So, you know, when you compare it to the Troodon, actually the Troodon may be a tad bigger. Let's just do butt to butt. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the Troodon, it is a tad bigger. But I like big knives. So I'm not sweating it. And once I got the Troodon, I was like, wow, this is a nice knife because it feels really good. It's a little tab heavier than the Ultratech, right? It's, you know, but look at the size of it. But it feels good. It's not too heavy. And it is a little wider, but not too wide. So when I put it in my pocket, it felt really, really good. When I fired it, I really like the blade, you know, that is big versus this one. Like if you look at this blade versus this one, you can see that it's almost like you're getting at least 1.5 times the blade. And if you put it on the SBD, then you're just getting half the blade. I kind of like a lot of steels, but this is not a bad knife to have in your pocket considering how big it is. I mean, it's almost as big as the SBD. The Combat Troodon is almost as big as the SBD. Let me get you the other one.
Real quick, download my free book, Real Estate Investing for Beginners, the ultimate starter guide at myrealestatedojo.com, where I teach you how to find motivated sellers, buy their homes at a deep discount, and then have the seller become your own private bank. Subject to, get it now. One more thing, if you're looking for private one-on-one help when it comes to real estate investing, then consider joining my academy where you sit down with me one-on-one. 2, you get monthly coaching. 3, you get access to my best-selling courses. 4, you get access to my video library, and then the list goes on for just $97 a month. Join me now at MrNoFluff.com. Lastly, the best 6-figure side hustle, bicycle flipping. Want to see how? Here's a behind-the-scene video how I did it. Go to thebestsidehustle.MrNoFluff.com. Now let's get back to the content.
I have another Microtech SOCOM, so let me get you this one so you can take a look at it, okay, for a size comparison. And I also have a Microtech Halo, so you can take a look at it. So, you know, let me put this over here. All right. Just for a size comparison. I mean, the Halo is a lot bigger because of the handle. So let me put these back in the sheaths before I hurt myself. Okay. And so I bought this Combat Troodon for everyday carry. And, you know, a lot of people were saying that it's too big to carry for every day. But, you know, I don't think so. I'm going to carry it. I'm going to give you a long-term review on it. But today I'm just unboxing it. And just by taking a quick look at it, I can tell it's not going to be too big to carry for me, at least. Once I put it into my pocket, let me try it out real quick. It actually feels really, really good. You know, it is a little on the bigger side, but not as much as carrying a fixed blade, right? But you're getting a little bit bigger or as big as a fixed blade, okay? I really wanted the serration, but I couldn't find any. And, you know, I really don't like the blackout, you know, because, whenever I use it, they start fading, has a lot of wear on it. And the reason I know how to Ultratech with the same exact murder out blackout, and it started fading away very, very quickly. Now I own a lot of Microtechs, and I can tell you I've got some lemons. For example, I bought this Halo. I spent $750 for it, and right off the bat, as soon as I received it, in less than 15 days, it was defected. The chastity was defected. It was opening up, and I sent it in. They screwed it back in, and it kept opening up after a couple of fires. And I had to send it in 4 times before they were able to fix it. They sent me one back that with a different handle. The handles didn't match, and it was a mess. And I just spent $750 on this Microtech Halo, and I had problems with it. And like I said, I bought a couple of Ultratechs, and they also had problems with it, and one of them they couldn't fix it. So I have gotten some lemons from Microtech, and I've lost money. So since this is an honest owner's review, I can tell it to you because I'm not sponsored by them, right? But I'm still a fan of Microtechs because they do surely make some beautiful blades. I'm not gonna lie to you. The blades are not like cookie cutters. Like, for example, if you buy a Benchmade, or if you buy some other brand, the blade is just like a cookie cutter, right? This one's maybe a little bit on the cookie cutter side, but for example, if you look at this one, you can see that this is not a cookie cutter blade, right? So that's the thing I like about Microtech, is because you're not just going to get a cookie cutter knife. Okay, now if you want to compare this to a Ultratech, you can see that there's definitely a size difference with this. This one's the Ultratech bronze hardware series. So overall, I'm very stoked that I got this Microtech Combat Troodon. I think it's great for my collection, but for me, it's for everyday carry. Okay, so I'm definitely going to alternate this into my pants for everyday carry and keep you guys updated. Okay, that kind of sounds funny. I carry it in my pants. Anyways, if you have any questions about the Microtech Combat Troodon, leave it below. It is a little bit heavier than the Ultratechs. If you want to do a size comparison between the Combat Troodon versus the Direct Delta, because there's 2 Directs. There's a Direct and a Delta. The Delta is the bigger one. They're almost the same size. So the Troodon and the Combat Troodon and the Delta Direct are pretty much the same size. Now, the reason I like this one a little bit better is because you're getting a lot more beefier blade. With this one, you're not getting that much of a beefier blade. I really like how the button is on the Direct a lot more, to be honest with you, versus on top. This has been my favorite carry knife for a year. Every day it's been in my pocket. So I really like this one, but I really can't use the blade because of the dagger situation. So it's more of a self-defense, and I carry knives because for every day I cut watermelon, I cut apples, I cut grapefruit, I cut all kinds of stuff for my kids, because we do a lot of bicycle touring. We'll do 50, 60 miles in one day, so we'll pull the trailer and have the kids with us, and we'll have a good picnic. And so I carry knives for self-defense, but more importantly, I carry for everyday stuff, right? Like cutting food and stuff. And this one I haven't been able to use that much, maybe like 2 or 3 times because of the edge. So that's why I got the Combat Troodon, because with the Tanto blade, because I can really use the Tanto blade for everyday stuff, like even busting into a coconut. The shells are pretty hard on those things. They make I think body armors from the threads of the coconut. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I give this Combat Troodon a 10. It didn't have any problems. It looks really, really beautiful. It's all blacked out. I would have preferred the OG green with Tanto, bronze or something, but I couldn't find it, guys. That's the thing with Microtech, is that you're not going to be able to find whatever you want because they sell out quick, which is great for them because they're making a lot of money from it. But it's also a little good for the buyers like ourselves because it holds its value, unlike other knives out there. So it's great to buy a knife and you don't lose all this money in depreciation because it almost becomes a collectible, or it becomes hard to find even if it's not a collectible item. So let's do a quick size comparison between the Combat Troodon, between the Delta Direct, and between the Ultratech Sidestep 2. Okay, so there it is. If you have any questions, comments, leave it below. Always remember, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and twice as beautiful as you ever imagined. Romy. Don't take no for answer. Peace.